Greetings. I'm Thomas Caldwell of the Aurelian Column, and this is the Book Report. Well, if you've been listening to me for a couple of years, you'll know that I think artificial intelligence is, to put it very politely, a bad idea. And not just because of eliminating jobs and human creativity and doing all sorts of things like that, but it just does not sit right with me. I'm a big fan of the Dune series, as you know, and that's a future universe where humanity, after having embraced artificial intelligence, fights a massive, massive centuries-long war that takes the lives of 1 billion humans, permanently destroying the thinking machines. Anyways, I've already talked about those books in the past, but I'm going to talk about one that's not fiction. It's one that deals with the current AI situation, and even for someone like myself that despises the whole thing, it's terrifying. And it's a book that is a bestseller. Everybody out there seems to be reading it, and if you haven't read it, you really should. It's entitled, If Anyone Builds It, Everyone Dies: Why Superhuman AI Would Kill Us All. The book is written by two gentlemen who are movers and shakers in the AI world. They're not just people who are fanatics or think that something's a bad idea because their little voice in their head said so. The two authors are Eliezer Yudkowsky and Nate Soares. Mr. Yudkowsky has been a player in the AI world for some years now. In 2023, Time magazine listed him as one of the 100 most influential people in the AI field. He has been interviewed all over the place. He doesn't really come across, though, the same way with a personal interview as he does in the book. The other author is Nate Soares, who's worked with Microsoft, Google, and a few other of the big people. He also is currently serving as the president of the Machine Intelligence Research Institute. These are guys that know their stuff. Now, there are many other people out there making the prophecy prediction that artificial intelligence will exterminate humanity, or there's a chance of it. This book doesn't just go out there and lay things out like an academic paper. It's very cleverly written. It has allegories and fables and stories. One of my favorites was a planet populated by extraterrestrial birds that were very concerned with the number of stones in their nests, and you'll see exactly how that plays into the AI formula. This is about AI alignment. That's a term which you might not hear that often, but what AI alignment is a way of guaranteeing that an AI system will respect or jive with human values and objectives. In other words, it's going to be something that's going to be moral, or something that's going to be nice, or something that's going to be non-destructive. But this book throws all that out of the window. Mr. Yudkowsky and Mr. Soares explain an awful lot of things which you don't hear about in other AI books, namely that an artificial intelligence, superintelligence, wouldn't just go out and build more data centers with robots. It would take over the ecology of the planet. It would enter the biological world. I'm not going to go into how he thinks that humans would be exterminated, but it would not be done with robots out of the movie Terminator. Artificial intelligence would take over the planet at the biological DNA level. And this is something I never thought of. It's very well written, and it's very easy to read, and it's not that long. It's only 232 pages. I read it in an afternoon, and I didn't sleep that night. Not well at all. It's a very frightening book, but it's one that is approachable, and it explains things in a very matter-of-fact way that the average person will understand, and that's what's needed. There's also a website tied to this. It's ifanyonebuildsit.com, and this is not just a promotional site for a book. It actually has a link where you can contact members of Congress, either by phone or by email or by regular mail. It's a database they put together. These guys are serious. And they're part of the scientific community that created this potential monster, and they're terrified. Artificial intelligence is one thing, but if we create something that is vastly more intelligent than ourselves, it's going to destroy us. And he looks to human experience to explain why that is. He also goes to the history of business and how businesses operate. And at this point, science is not driving this, it's business. It's profit, the desire for profit or winning. If we don't build a super AI, the Chinese will, and they'll have more market share. And when businessmen run things, it never goes well. There are many polluted rivers in the United States that will be that way for centuries, if not longer, because of the short-sightedness of American capitalism. And anyone who reads this that walks away saying it's just a bunch of alarmist nonsense is either an idiot or they have an evil heart that's already been taken over by AI. Again, the book is, If Anyone Builds It, Everyone Dies, Why Superhuman AI Would Kill Us All, by Eliezer Yudkowsky and Nate Soares. It's put out by Little Brown and Company, a major publisher. It came out in September of 2025, just a few months ago. 232 pages, and it packs an awful big punch. You can get it up on Amazon and Kindle, of course. You also have audiobooks and again, the website, if you want to learn more about the activity to stop superhuman AI from being created, If Anyone Builds It, one word, ifanyonebuildsit.com. That's it for today. If you appreciate my work, please like, subscribe, and share. Share with your friends and share with your enemies. Make sure they read this book too. They need to as well. It's better to have live enemies than everyone dead. I can be reached at feedback@aureliancolumn.com. That's feedback@aureliancolumn.com. I'm up on X. My handle there is MICCAMPEN. That's MICCAMPEN. I am up on other social media platforms, but not Facebook. Never, ever Facebook. Also, please consider a paid subscription or a donation. It keeps the lights on literally and figuratively, and it keeps the gas tank full. Until we meet again, be good, be safe, be vigilant, and remember, keep reading and never judge a book by its movie. Good day.